to tell them what my voice.
Rom.
Do you have some water?
Что, начинать? Чикирев. Уже? Юж? Серьезно? Сиона? Палец от виска, братан. Что, начинать? Уже? Уже? Давай, давай. Сиона? Ну, я жду слова старт.
А что ты пьешь, сопличку? Дай мне запечку.
Вкусная моча. Мочамба.
Начинай.
Ну,
Запись пошла.
уже пошла? Все, тогда начинаю. Можно погромче в мониторах сделать? Come back in the city of Kherson. Everybody looks freaky. Just say what you want, son. Khersonska oblast. Greedy, Dini Arbuzi, who's in the line last. Greedy, rest on a Black Sea. Need something that's cool. Numbers reading on the wall. Holding doggies everywhere. Don't look, they don't care. Every day like high day. Every day is a Friday. The summer is sunny, stone and honey. Celebration that presses on money. Welcome, have fun, held on. It's a girl song. Well done, your song. Slots, band, drums, guns, twang. You're welcome, have fun. And now that's last time. Welcome, hell cause he be last one rhyme. But you gotta cash. It sounds like a hottie. People help. Or that somebody. Shake it, long it. One shot, one hand. Raving on the street. In a hardcore LED dream. Everybody sings. Even who can think. Putting all much holders. Even how you spin. When you just wanna be looking for WC. Be aware cause the people service not free. Welcome, held down. And now this last time. Welcome, Kherson. Slide band, guns, trying. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. He be last one round. Kherson City. Who's the city? Welcome. Хотів би привітати всіх херсонців з Російської Федерації. Fuck Russia, fuck Putin.
Hello everyone. We continue our through space, through time, through dimensional travel. Today we are chat in V Square, as well as in Milano, in Los Angeles, Kherson. Greetings for Kherson. And I would say that last week we had a great experience with the Milano Digital Week and with We Square, provided for us by Julia. She is with us today. Yeah, and it was really a nice combination of dimensions of realities, because we tried to mix and combine everything we had and everything we could connect or even couldn't. Also from technical point of view, it was really mind-blowing situation. Integration of virtual reality. We had also performance, live music performance by Fed. He played here and there in V Square. Also we had painting performance by Ksenia, and it was really nice. And we ended with a little rave down here and there. So Julia, tell me please more like about this your project, about like how you came to this idea of V Square. What does it mean for you, or in general, like what is the idea of V Square?
Okay, thank you for like hosting us, because later we'll gonna all be connected. And how can I say, like the project like started is very small, and initially we wanted to make like something, you know, a market square where people could meet. And even if virtual wasn't our first choice, we just wanted like somewhere where like a lot of people like could provide a lot of, you know, traffic and ideas change. And also it began like a artistic project, so to provide like a place where artists and creative people and just, you know, passengers of the web and strangers of the web and not could meet and talk in like a safe place. And the other thing we really liked about this project is like we didn't really knew what the outcome would be, so we just filled the place with, you know, colors and objects you can move around. But the best part of it is when like people that connected in and you know, online and just, you know, in the real place, as you said, in its multiple dimensions, just create something new that we didn't expect it. So from, I don't know, piling the stuff or just writing to each other, or like these great opportunities we had last week with Fed and Ksenia, and also the avatars from Canadian artists. And this is great for us, yeah. Thank you all for like participating to the event. And it was also like we wanted something, you know, to be also fun in a way, just because we are like, today's world is full of problems, and sometimes you just need a place where to decompress and see what can be, you know, do in a nice way. And also it was supposed to avoid the boundaries of the physical world, because, you know, we are all far away. Like you said, we were here in Krakow, and we had like people from Spain, from Strasbourg, from Italy. And that is great for us, just to, you know, create a gathering space. And that's what it's about.
Can you tell more like about this project from a technical point of view, like what you used to create it, how long time you spent to create this scene, and what does letter V in the beginning means?
Okay. So we started the project, I think, around March, February 2021, and 21, and it was like first we had to think what would we like it to look. So we wanted to keep it simple, you know, and like give it this kind of atmosphere, and started like modeling stuff in Blender and just downloading some presets and stuff. And then we added the physics of the word and the setup in Unity because it's like it can be combined and it's compatible with the WordChat plugin, and it has some assets that track your physics of the body, so the moving, and that's how you can like use it with HT Vive. So we always like try to have one voir, and that's the second question you made me, like the V stands for virtual, and like they are like it's capital letters, it's for reality, so virtual reality, and the square is the square we are in. And it was like kind of a long project. In July we made the first launch of it, and was like just in Milano, and now it's just getting bigger and bigger, and this is like for us it's very we're very happy of that, and it's nice to see how it can be, give inspiration and possibilities to express also for other people, like other artists to come in, and also this today, like we're here and we're talking about that, and this is great.
Okay, thank you. Do you think that like you could develop somehow or extend it in a way, like, I don't know, for example, adding kind of new tools for people, like for creating possibility to communicate somehow with the space around us? Maybe, I don't know, like adding different kind of brushes for painting or stuff like this. Maybe something like interactive stuff, or competition with creating Lego castle.
So of course it's possible, like as we created the first word with the account we have, like we can upload how many we want. For now we have just access to the private, so we have limitation on how many people can enter the word in virtual reality. And if we want to do something like, I don't know, the space, create like a map it and make it like have some, correspondence in the virtual reality, of course, we can do it. It's just technical work. And for the brushes and stuff, we use like a pre-made asset that is provided by, WordChat, and it's compatible with that. But with some coding, you can like make it more personal, and if you have some, I don't know, textures or different colors you can use, it's of course possible. It's just, matter of research time, and I think, in my opinion, it can be like 1-2 months of developing, depends on how many people work on that. But of course everything is possible, and it's possible even to do some leagues, and the more we spend time in that, the more possibilities we have to achieve the open world, and to connect also in the to put the link like on the WordChat website without the needing of a private link, so even random people could connect, and that will be really, really interesting because it will be even bigger than now.
Great news. So at least at this point we have kind of vision of bright future, at least in WeSquare and virtual reality, because reality, our reality, real reality, is pushing us to develop virtuality because of the strange situations, people, ideas. We will develop ourselves, our technology. We will try to do our best to show everyone. Maybe someone is watching us from the space also. I hope so. Yeah, and they would say like, okay, people are maybe strange, sometimes aggressive, stupid, but there is a hope for a better future for them. So maybe one day we will be invited by someone somewhere to develop space. Thank you very much, Julia, for this conversation. We will have today a lot of interesting stuff, also connected to the virtuality. We will try to open virtual fashion for people. We will try to understand how it works and to speak with great creators of DressX. So thank you very much. And
Thank you.
thank you, thank us. Едем на Донбасс. Yeah, Херсон.
Бровь поднимем, и Украина поймет все. И не надо никаких иллюзий.
Для всей этой биомассы
Возьмем Киев.
2 дня.
За 2 недели.
Потом
еще там
падение города.
1,5-3 дня. Того, что просто полное поражение
Реальность.
Спецоперация захватить страну так быстро, разумеется, невозможно.
Частичная мобилизация, объявленная в России, вызывает беспокойство у граждан страны.
В этой мобилизации возникает много вопросов. И нужно исправить все ошибки и не допускать тем героям, кому, например, полагается соцсчет.
Мы поедем на Донбасс.
в русском слово
Пидерас. На Донбасс.
хуйня происходит, ребята. Вы проебываете.
Sì, sì.
Okay, boss. You come here or you don't?
Sì, sì.
Okay, boss. You come here or you don't? Okay, boss. You come here or you don't? Okay, boss. You come here or you don't?
Mi sono appena arrivati i libri.
Okay.
Per cosa?
Cibernetica e Camilla Card. E questo.
Oh. Vedo già come lo leggerai,
Sicuro. Tutti.
Let's start.
Let's start. Hi, girls.
Hi.
I don't know what. Do you have some questions for us? Because we did a brief, I don't know, introduction of our project, and I talked about the event of Friday and Tuesday. And I don't know if you wanted to add something of how the idea started, and we can just speak a little bit about one, I don't know, brief moment for each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who goes first?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Gleb. Also, I would have one really important main question for you. It's how it looked like in Milano, in your space, your area. What problems you met, and did people had a great experience and time? Because here we had a huge party which finished with a small rave. So could you tell about your experience there in Milan?
In Milan it was nice and beautiful, but there was some problems with computers in the first time because it's net problems, and people was fascinated about our project, and I received only positive comments about. And nothing, it's non lo so, basta.
Okay, grazie. What else? Also, what are your plans for developing, for example, this project, or maybe you have a kind of idea for something new, something special and unique for the future?
Can I go? Okay.
Go.
So I think that when we started projecting this Busquet, the project, I didn't think that it would have been like this, trying it with people and not just the four of us, because we miss Camilla that is not connected right now, and have been so inspiring. And so the first time that we tried to set it in Milan in July, we all said to each other, we have to do this again. And also trying it the last week, and I was connected from Strasbourg, and also it was very nice, and I think that we're going to make other events, and maybe each time we're going to add something more. Like this time the distance between the different spaces was I don't know, it made me very emotional. I was Strasbourg in my school, and I heard like Julia and Camilla talking, and I was like, oh, my friends, and so I think that it's something very simple, like based on a simple idea, but the power of it is like organizing stuff with involving other people. So I think that that is the plan for the future. I don't know, girls, if you think the same things, but
yeah. Also, before I was telling Gleb that we could like create another ambience, also like a totally different scene, because if we reach also the profile that could be public, we can make it really big and just share it on the platform and wait for people to come in like from everywhere, and that would be like great. Also because I didn't mention that, but one of the first time we tried UKRA just to see how it was, like this little child maybe from America like started to talk to us, and we didn't even have the sound, the voice, but he just looked at us and he was like, come with us, and he took around this public square world, and he showed us the tricks to find the gems, and that was crazy because it felt so a distance between a totally
Erased.
yeah, just it was like random encounter, and it was really fun, and that was kind of one of the main things we want to achieve, and obviously in positive ways, because the net can be also not so positive, but
yes, and
really
also
nice.
That time with the kid, for me, it was also scary because it was the first time of creating an interaction like that, like in the metaverse. And also I saw that people trying, when they were trying the project last week, someone was scared too, like to speak maybe to people connected, not from Milan, but from Poland and from Krakow. And then going on during the day, also the square got very messy and people started to gain confidence. And so that also was very, very nice to see.
Yeah.
Great. So I have one question. For example, what is the limit of what amount of people can join the room? I know that we had like more or less 12, as we understood, during our just testing. But when you have like verified account and you are creating a room, what is the limit of people who can join it? Maybe you know or not?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I think it's like the limit for the server to not crash. It's 40, like to be safe, and the double, so 80. But if you reach 80, it's gonna crash. Even if you have like very heavy skins, or you do interaction and try to voice, it's gonna lag. So it doesn't depend. It depends also on the power of the computers that's used. But the maximum you can reach is 80. Also, I checked online, and like really big parties on VRChat are maximum of 80 people.
Because as I understand, VRChat is like a centralized system, right? Like all the data is somewhere underground in the cave.
Sea, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe in future they will decentralize it, and I think it's like one of the most important thing, not only in VRChat, but in general in technology, in internet, in all this kind of realities, mixed realities, because otherwise we are maybe free in a way, but always we are, how to say, like attached to one place, not like everyone just using the power of his computer, or even power of someone else's computer. And yeah, so we will continue our studies with the virtual and all the other realities and combination of it. Yeah, thank you, girls, for your attending. it was nice to see you finally face to face. Yeah, and I hope we'll be in touch and looking for cooperations in future.
And
Thank
expand,
you.
like,
Yeah, at least. Okay.
Yes, of course. Thank you
I hope
for hosting us. So,
thank you.
yes.
Okay. Ciao.
Thank
Ciao.
Bye.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bye bye.
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 Hello. That's me, Rom, the Dr. Rom. Welcome to the V-Square. And we are today traveling around the world, jumping from place to place, and also between platforms and between topics, but all of them are still around virtual present and presence, and linking people and avatars and some activities which activate some connection between virtual dispositions, between digital techniques, and some widely taken cultural activities. And for example, fashion. And digital fashion is the next topic we jump into. It's a really big pleasure to have two beautiful persons in our affair today for next almost half an hour. Natalie Modenova and Daria Shapovalova. They are co-creators of the brand and project called DressX. And DressX is something what establish a new vision, a new way of thinking about fashion, digital fashion, linking of fashion and lifestyle culture, and something what is field of our daily experimentation and interest. I mean, working with avatars and skins and some experimentations with good luck and good looking and beautiful vision of ourselves in virtual space. DressX works in the field of digital fashion, production, distribution, selling of digital clothes, and also supporting young and new designers, fashion designers who start experimentation with this. That's two girls came from Ukraine and now works and lives in LA, California, and we are going to there for Zoom conversation between our studio and Natalie and Daria. And by the way, I want to say that I hope it's the last Zoom conversation because of limitation and corporate rules that Zoom put on our freedom. And we move. Actually today we're moving into Jitsu. And our conversation with cars in Milano and Strasbourg took place in Jitsu, actually. So I will be back later, and now I'm back into before yesterday when we record our conversation. I'll see ya and have pleasure and open mind for that topics we propose to you. See ya.
Hello. Hope
Hello.
you hear me.
Hi.
It's really pleasure to have you both in UKRAiNATV. In our last FR UKRAiNATV last week, we especially examined digital art, and we met avatars and people in Milano Digital Week, and it was part of also our long-term investigation in this. And this is what you do both, Daria and Natalie. You are co-creators of DressX company project. It's something what could be like the most interesting example of intersection between art, fashion design, and digital culture itself. And this is what I would like to ask you both at the beginning about the roots in fashion design, because as I know, you met each other in Kiev before, and you start to collaborate together, and then move to LA and continue collaboration. And also it's a story about transition, as I imagine, from fashion design to digital fashion design. And this is what is the most exciting, I think, for us in this your story. So please tell something about this.
So yes, we worked with Natalia before in Ukraine, and so the story is long because we started in the media, and I had my TV show on fashion behind the scenes, like you, but behind and front when you're presenting and asking people questions. And then kind of I realized together with the ex-business co-founder that Ukraine lacked the fashion week that would be international, so we started the International Fashion Week in Ukraine that became Mercedes-Benz Key Fashion Days eventually, and became the largest one in Eastern Europe. And that's where we already started to work a lot with Natalia. And in 2013, when the first war and like the war broke out, we started the showroom already together in Paris, where we sold designers to the largest stores worldwide, not only Ukrainian, not only Eastern European, but like worldwide designers. And we learned a lot, but it was evident that the tech will kind of eat the world and will disrupt all the industries, and fashion was still kind of not fully disrupted consumer industry. They're a huge one because it's $1 trillion industry worldwide. And that's how the idea to switch into tech was born. I moved to San Francisco 5 years ago to do the MBA, decided to stay in the United States because it's the best country where you can scale super fast if you have a groundbreaking and innovative idea. But definitely it's a lot of kind of cool things that besides being innovative and groundbreaking, it's also about creators, it's about opportunities, it's about like every customer who can speak the language of fashion. And that's what exactly DressX provides. And we're happy to build this universe where everyone can either become a fashion designer if they want to learn some skills, or he or she can become a fashionista, because it's so easy with digital fashion. You can literally just now download DressX app and wear anything in AR for free in augmented reality, and there will be some brands and some like cool outfits, and you can like be on the more fashionable side of the world. Natalia.
Yes, and so Daria told the history of things, and basically when we started this transition from physical fashion to digital, there were like several kind of iterations, but the main idea was an understanding that content and digital content is very important and getting more and more important on average for everyone, because we spend so much time online and we communicate so much online in social media, of course. And when pandemic started, all the video calls, and everyone now knows how to use Zoom, and all the habits that a lot of people acquired during the lockdowns is still with us. So this communication that is happening online also should reflect our individuality and personality, and how we do that, we do it through the fashion. And to communicate online, we don't necessarily need physical fashion. In a lot of the cases, it's enough to have digital fashion. And another driving force for us in moving into this direction was the sustainability issue and environmental impact of the traditional fashion and apparel industry, which is quite polluting, and there is a quite a CO2 footprint from regular items like cotton, or not from the natural fabrics as well. So we started this calculation and found out that that digital fashion is 97% less polluting in terms of CO2 compared to the physical.
That's a great news for us.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, and that's exactly, and it doesn't use any water. So water consumption is also an issue. So that's
just drinking water for designers during the
of course. Yes, definitely. In our video about the sustainability, we should definitely share with you. So there are multiple driving forces to do that and to give this fashion experience in digital only realms.
Yeah. Great, it's amazing. As I recognized, ResX, it's kind of the big platform now, because there is a shop, there is the application, and there is also this NFT way of development. And how you recognize NFT after that year or over a year of big hype on NFT and some other crazes in this field? Maybe you can help us to think more positively about NFT and future of NFT in this field also, because there are still discussion also in our team. And
yes. Yes, we have a lot to share on this subject. Actually, I wanted to share a screen, if possible, to show you. I prepared a few things to show. Okay, this is one. So, speaking of the NFTs, yes, there was a big hype about this subject, but for us, this new technology was about a new way of distributing digital fashion and distributing the experience for people, how they can wear digital fashion. And there are a lot of people who were onboarded on the world of crypto and NFTs and embraced this new way of transacting online. However, the majority of people on the planet Earth is still not there. That's why for us it's important to give the experience of wearing digital fashion to both of their communities. And how we look at it, as I mentioned, it's a way to distribute digital fashion. But when we distributed it, what is behind? And for us, behind what you get is artwork of the item. So let's imagine it looks like this. But also you can wear it on your photo, just like this lady on the screen. And also you will be able to create fun and engaging content with augmented reality with the same item. And this is the most exciting for us. And what NFT does in this case, and the blockchain technology, it just provides an opportunity to sell this item if you don't want it anymore, and also scarcity, because for all the items that are off-chain, it's unlimited number of people who can use it, who can buy it, but they cannot also resell it because they are paying for kind of possibility of usage, let's put it this way, which in a lot of the cases is exactly what is needed. But if you want to wear it like multiple times, you are sure you want it, and you want to keep it with you, so then it makes sense to kind of have it also as an NFT. But as I mentioned, for us, it's all about wearable utility. And also what is exciting, that our NFT marketplace directly connected to the mobile app, which is available on Android and iOS. So when you buy an NFT, for example, any of those, you will see them inside your mobile app
and only you will see it, so it's like secure, and you will be able to start wearing it immediately, and this is very exciting. And actually, by the way, we are preparing the new drop of generative bucket hats. Each of them will be unique, and the owner of the bucket hat will be able to wear it on their photos and also in augmented reality, and also on their PFPs if they are native crypto people and got into the game of collecting some like punks or apes or any of the PFPs that became popular. It will be possible to dress up not only yourself but also your PFPs, and this is how it's gonna look like. So this is like a preview of the artwork, but then if you
that's smart combination.
Yes, exactly. This is how it's gonna be happening, and yeah, we are very excited about it.
Yeah,
Daria?
thank you.
Yeah. No, I think you said it all, showed it all.
It's a story for a long conversation. I see that. So maybe I ask you now about like the second part of this platform, about the shop and collaboration with designers, with digital artists. Is it like an open platform that people can join it and show the project, or is kind of a curatorial project controlled by you, or how looks the collaboration between and possible collaboration with you also for artists, for the designers?
Between designers and DressX, right?
Yes.
So basically everyone can apply to sell their digital items on DressX. The forms are there on the website, or write us an email at join@dressx.com. And we have the standard procedure and different kind of tiers of designers we work with, because some of them are 3D designers who already have the files. Some of them still need to prepare the files, and we're happy to support any tier of the designer. So it's quite straightforward. And obviously we have bigger brands like consumer companies like Coca-Cola, for example, who want to start working with us, and for them we're creating collections and providing a lot of different services, so we can onboard them to become a part of DressX universe, which is so important for us, because obviously more brands we have, more people participate, and our big ambition is to sell 1 billion digital fashion items, to make sure that every person in the world owns their digital closet, and it is fulfilled either with on-chain goods, off-chain goods. We're not relying on crypto solely. So we do support various use cases. Obviously, like PFPs are fantastic, NFT sales are fantastic, but there are a lot of people who want to continue purchasing off-chain goods as well. And this habit comes from gaming, and there are a lot of other things like how you can use off-chain games. For example, we now have a partnership with Meta, where you can directly go create your avatar in Instagram, Facebook, VR coming soon, and you can purchase off-chain goods by DressX and dress your avatar with that. You won't be able to resell it, but you can use it already. So there are a lot of things how designers can work with us, and how DressX is bringing brands into DressX platform, and sometimes in the other platforms with which we have long-term contracts, but it depends on the scale of the brand and obviously on the aims of the brands as well.
Thank you. That's a full-up option, full of inspiration. So I think we will slowly switch to Ukrainian part of our interview. But maybe at the end I would like to ask Natalia about your amazing earrings, and also, as I imagine, is a part of Support Ukrainian project, which is also part of your activity.
Yes, absolutely, that's true. So First of all, this is exactly to show you how it works in our mobile app, and everyone can start wearing these items. And we created Support Ukraine collection in the first day of invasion, and that's exactly another reason why digital fashion, because it's fast and it provides an opportunity to be more relevant and to use this visual language of communication for good and for certain messages, because we understood that fashion community still kind of need fashionable content to share the message to the world. And even Madonna was wearing the dress from this collection, Support Ukraine, and of course this is important, and it is still available in our mobile app with 4 items in augmented reality, including these earrings, but also for purchase on DressX website. So we started with 4 items, but then a lot of designers from all over the world contributed and created items for this collection, and all the money from purchases from this collection go to Support Ukraine and creatives in Ukraine, because also we understood that a lot of people lost their means to work, to create, and for us it's important to give an opportunity for creative people to continue working. And yes, that was exactly the reason and the goal of this fundraise. So I just invite you to actually discover it and discover digital fashion for yourself, and also kind of use it for good. I will gladly show you how it looks like, because as mentioned, a lot of like Ukrainian and non-Ukrainian 3D fashion designers contributed to it, and we are still happy to give an opportunity for everyone to kind of have this digital fashion experience. So as you can see, it was like earrings and a hat and like fur coats and the dresses and just a lot of different items. Oh, by the way, it says Brave here. And Vogue Italy also shared information about this collection. There was a lot of like TikTok trend and people kind of creating with AR and those items. So just type in, go to dressx.com, type in Support Ukraine and discover digital fashion, try it on for yourself, and all this in contribution will go to support creatives in Ukraine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have 10 minutes more for conversation in Ukrainian language, and we will of course share this information and also links in this blog, preparing post-production with also with your name, with links, with some more attendant information. I'm finishing. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Thank you for
and, and giving it my place to Faina.
Hello.
Привіт, дівчата. Я маю декілька питань для вас. Як з'явився проєкт DressX? І що це за проєкт? Як ви його розпочинали робити разом?
Ми розпочали проєкт 2 роки тому, коли це була ще пандемія, і стало очевидно, що треба запускати всі проєкти, які ви не запустили до, тому що не було зрозуміло, що буде зі світом, і треба було прискоритися. І в нас вже давно була ідея, що треба робити щось на стику, по-перше, фешн та тек, і ми вже багато зробили експериментів на той момент. І AR, тобто доповнена реальність, вже сильно почала розвиватися. І ми трошки всього попробували. Ще в світі об'єднання фізичного простору та діджитал результату, але потім, коли була пандемія, стало очевидно, що рітейл дуже сильно змінюється, і в Америці все було закрито, все було дуже серйозно, не можна було ходити до магазинах, і в нас перейшла така ідея в голову, що а якщо зробити магазин, де буде одяг, який не існує, але його можна одягати на фото та відео, і це буде дуже круто, тому що не весь одяг, який ви купуєте, ви продовжуєте носити усе своє життя. І є декілька категорій одягу, які ви хочете одягнути або один раз, або два рази, і все. І на цьому все закінчено, і вам хочеться або подарувати його комусь, або здати далі. Але це той фрікшн, який не хочеться робити, тому що ще в нас було цікаво, що ми знайшли таку... результати опроснику Barclays Bank у Англії, які показували, що йдуть returns on the cards, on the credit cards, кредитні карти, і там 9% користувачів цих карт, вони купують одяг, а потім його здають. І причина, по котрій вони здають і купують, це тому, що вони створюють контент цим одягом. І ми теж подумали, що всі ці аргументи, вони дають змогу зрозуміти, що новому поколінню треба по-іншому вибудовувати ці відносини з модою, з фешн. І ми вирішили дати такий інструмент, який тепер називається DressX, тому що ви можете купити одяг, ви можете одягати на фото, на відео, зараз на аватарі. Ми це вже спілкувалися про це з вашим колегою. Тобто, так, у нас так все почалося, але дуже багато можна всього ще розказати, як все починалося, як все йшло, куди прийшло. Тому, я думаю, Наталя зараз продовжить.
Угу. Так. Ну що ж, щодо запуску DressX, ми почали з першого продукту, який був би дуже зрозумілим для будь-якого користувача. І саме тому це був формат онлайн-магазину, де весь одяг цифровий. І єдина різниця з звичайним шопінгом одягу у тому, що ти маєш завантажити свою фотографію. І тоді ти отримаєш ту саму фото, але ти вже одягнений у цей обраний лук. І це був наш перший use case. Цікаво було, як люди реагували. Насправді, перший місяць ми отримували не дуже часто, але бувало, отримували запитання, коли ж моя сукня прибуде до мене. І ми зрозуміли, що ми прийняли це як комплімент з точки зору якості цього цифрового одягу і того, як він реалістично виглядає, що для нас дуже важливо, бо це важливо також для багатьох юзерів, клієнтів. Ми розуміли, що це буде дуже важливо для брендів. Але також ми зрозуміли, що маємо переробити пояснення і вкласти багато зусиль на те, щоб в принципі розповісти, як цим користуватися, що це таке. І в принципі ми швидко цю проблему вирішили, і зараз вже всі розуміють, хто розміщує замовлення, що це цифровий одяг. Але, звичайно, ми на цьому не зупинилися, і трошки більше ніж рік тому ми запустили мобільний додаток для iOS та для Android, щоб всі могли мати змогу одягати digital fashion в реальному часі на відео, також на фото, але здебільшого AR використовують для відео. І також це дуже цікавий такий use case. І далі ми надали можливість надягати аватари в різних цифрових всесвітах. Можемо використати таке часто слово metaverse. У метаверсі теж можна одягати одяг DressX, як розповідала Дар'я, на мета-аватарах в Інстаграмі, в Roblox, в інших метавселенних, таких як Decentraland, у Ready Player Me, у Zepeto, це дуже популярний такий застосунок, де Інстаграм для аватарів, скажімо так. Тож, ось так це працює.
А зараз і раніше на початку проєкту, як ви знаходили дизайнерів, які роблять ці речі?
Ну, на початку таких було не дуже багато, і, в принципі, перед тим, як запустити DressX, я з ними всіми поговорила, провела інтерв'ю, зрозуміла, що немає такого майданчику, де вони б могли показати свої роботи, і тим більше немає такого майданчику, який би надав можливість людям, які не мають 3D скілів, 3D досвіду роботи в спеціальному софтвері, в спеціальних програмах одягати це. І ми хотіли, скажімо так, демократизувати цю можливість, дати можливість багатьом людям одягати таку цифрову моду. І так з'явилася перша версія DressX, де було 5 дизайнерів і 30 одиниць одягу, а зараз це більше 300 дизайнерів, з якими ми працюємо, і більше 3000 digital fashion items.
Круто, я вас вітаю. І ще я хочу запитати про ваш проєкт «Підтримка Україні». Як на українському просторі ви сприймають віртуальний одяг і як там на цьому ринку ви сприймають і на цьому ринку проходять продажі одягу? Як наші люди реагують?
Так, я почала трішки з того, що насправді в Україні дуже багато 3D-талантів, і у нас на платформі дуже багато 3D-дизайнерів. І ми співпрацювали і зі школою 3D в Україні, і тому я можу сказати, що, в принципі, наша аудиторія в Україні дуже добре розуміє, що таке цифрова мода, але так, Дар'я, я думаю, що ти зможеш розповісти про другу частину питання.
Мені здається, в нас зараз час закінчиться і ефір заблокується, але я почну відповідати, що цей проєкт про Україну був спрямований на американську та інтернаціональну аудиторію, щоб вони змогли купити речі та таким чином задонатити на потреби. Спочатку ми ЗСУ відправляли, потім креаторів, тому всі розуміли, що потрібно Давайте, може, довідповімо на це питання і вже будемо як у вас ще є.
Добре, добре.
Так. Це було спрямовано на інтернаціональну аудиторію, щоб вони могли задонатити, тому що незрозуміло було спочатку, як донатити, куди, але багато наших інвесторів, друзів і наші ком'юніті, вони знали, що ми з України, і що ми спрямуємо ці гроші туди, куди треба. Тому таким чином ми ще показали, що Digital Fashion може допомогти збирати гроші на те, що дуже потрібно зараз. І в той момент це була спочатку там потреби армії, потім one-on-one допомога, тому що ми зробили таку форму, куди кожний креатор міг заплатитися, що йому їй потрібно. І ми не всі, але багато реквестів змогли виконати, тому що зробили ці сейли і взяли якось, нам пожертвували ці гроші, тому що всі 100% вони йшли якраз на донати, тому ми не залишали нічого у DressX з цього проєкту, тому що, звичайно, в нас є там комісія і так далі, але для цього проєкту ми зробили виключення. Ось так.
Дякую вам, дівчата, що приділили нам час, і дуже було приємно з вами поспілкуватися. Гарного дня!
Дякую.
Вам дякуємо. До побачення.
До побачення.
Па-па.
До побачення. Пока-пока.
Yo, hello. I'm back with Gleb, with mixed reality. And next point of our program is talk with Professor Laura Tatamezzi from Milano. But before, I want to jump into last year, back to our V-square experimentation from last week, and the part of this was a conversation with Piotr Stechura, ex-student of Intermedia and also fashion experimentation, fashion designer, artist, digital artist. And for me, this is what Piotr what he did as his diploma at the Intermedia faculty. It was something what's really fit to DressX activity, and maybe there is something future collaboration on some inspiration from both sides. Would like to show his trailer of his project with his amazing music in the same time, and send you guys to the documentation, to the archives appear from last week in Twitch still, in YouTube and in Facebook. Tam znajdziecie naszą rozmowę z Piotrem. Na razie znikam. Za chwilę będziemy rozmawiać z panią profesor Laurą i do zobaczenia.
дурачок!
Стоп, что за дичь?
Это это шо, я бегу издалеко. Чуть блестяще, красиво, достается нелегко. Тот, кто нарко, а кто дуркот, а тут хватает дураков. Тут не хэппи, тут хардкор, свой крот вылазит из ног.
Коля кулит, а на боли, потом радуется боли. Кто-то спорт и алкоголь, а кто-то курит, кто-то соль. Мне это не задело, мое тело онемело. Тело весело, весело, пело, село, тупо. Тело весело, весело, пело, село, тупо. Тело весело, весело, пело, село, тупо. Да весело, весело, пело, село, тупо. Тело весело, весело, пело, село, тупо. Тупо тупо ноль, тупо 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 ноль, тупо 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 ноль, тупо 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 ноль, тупо 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 ноль, тупо 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 ноль, тупо тупо ноль, тупо 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 ноль, тупо 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 ноль.
Вечер пятницы, мы вместе все на утренник идем. Вечно празднуем и честно, я не знаю, где мой дом. Здесь ели все деликатесы, хлеб поставили для нищих. Церкви молятся до тех, кто сейчас закладки ищет. Когда все хотят бытло, папа едет